Hi, and thanks for coming to watch. This is Jenna Bales. I'm a board certified behavior analyst in Barrie, Ontario, Canada. And today I want to share with you how to create an alternating treatments or multi-element design graph in Microsoft Excel. So as you can see, I've already got some data entered in here. I am using dates for this. You might be doing it with sessions. So if that's the case, you would just relabel this column to sessions and enter your session numbers here. And then each different treatment is going to be listed into a different column. And then the data for that specific treatment is listed to the corresponding date or session number that it was collected in. So in order to insert the graph, we want to highlight all of our information, and then either through the Insert tab here or through the quick shortcut here, we're going to select the Line with Markers graph. Okay, that will automatically populate the graph into my worksheet as soon as I select it. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to right-click on the graph and choose Select Data and tell it what to do with the hidden and empty cells. I want them connected with a line. So as soon as I click OK, it's going to connect those data points with a line. Our next step is going to be to turn everything black and white. So before we do that, we do want to choose a different chart style so that we have shapes instead of having everything just be circles. Otherwise, as soon as we turn everything to black, we're not going to be able to tell which is which because they will all look the same. Okay, so now that we've done that, we do need to go ahead and each different data series, we need to change both the color, the fill, and the outline to black. So if we right click on it, it will pull this up. We need to select black for both. We go to our next series, right click. We need to select black for both. And again, the same thing here. For the last one, it's going to be a little bit different for this particular graph because as you can see, shaping here is in squares, and then we say best treatment is in X, but the best treatment is the shaping. So we actually want it to look the same as the shaping line. So same thing, we want to turn it black and black, but then we want to take it one step further. Okay, so we want to go in and format the data series. If we choose the paint can here and the marker, and then here where there's this little shape, we want to click on it to open up the marker options. We want it to be a built-in, and here it's a square already, and that's what we want. So as soon as I click on that, it's going to update them so that they're the same. Okay, so the next thing we need to do on our chart, if we go into chart elements, we want there to be axis titles. We're going to have to go in and actually label what those are. So this one is going to be frequency, and this one is going to be dates. You'll notice that when I have selected this particular style, that automatically everything is in capitals. If you don't want that to stay the same, if you highlight what you're writing and choose font, you can actually take it off so it's not in all caps. That's something that took me a while to figure out when I first started using this style, and it drove me crazy, but it's actually simple to do. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that for now. Here, I'm going to change the legend's location because we are going to label our phase changes. Okay, so that took it all out altogether, or if I go into this here, I can choose the location of where I want it. So here I'm going to add it onto the bottom. Okay, because we do want to enter some phase change lines and then label everything. So I do have a video that shows you how to enter moving phase change lines into the graph, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to show you how to do it through the insert line. Okay, so select insert line, and then you're just going to draw in the line. We do need to change the line to black. And then I'm going to copy it and paste it and just put it in so I don't have to do everything twice for my next line there. Okay, now we need to go to insert text, and we're just going to add a text box in here to label our different conditions. So I just like to draw in one. Lots of people put them in separately, but I like to do things quicker. If we go to our format and shape outline, we do want to either turn it white or say no outline because we don't want it to be outlined. And then we can just type in our text. So best treatment, or we could say shaping. And here we can either make that a little longer so I can center it more, or you could make the font smaller if it won't fit. Okay. So the last thing here that I want to do, if I right click and choose format chart area on the border, I want to take the line off the border because graphs don't have that border. And then we can actually label it. We'll just call it, whoops, alternating treatments. And that's our completed graph. So I do have a second sheet here just to show you what the data looks like on the worksheet if you're doing either a traditional functional analysis or if you're doing the Hanley PFA analysis. So you just list out the conditions here in different columns. Again, put the data corresponding to the session. And then here it's just the control and test. So highlighted. I'll just show you quickly what it looks like. I'm not going to create the entire graph. But that's what that one will look like. And then the okay, and the other one looks like that. Okay, so and then you would go through and do all the same conventions that we went through. On these particular ones, I do notice I didn't have to say this, it must have fallen out when I did it, but you would want to highlight the grid lines and just delete the grid lines when you're creating. Actually, I think when I changed the styles, the chart style took it out. Anyways, that is how you do alternating treatments or multi-element design in Microsoft Excel. Thank you for watching.